want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where I talk about everything crypto daily. I want to thank everybody that's been hitting that like button, trying to get a like spike going, trying to get 1,000 likes a video. Please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, just know I'm going to keep you up to date on a daily basis with everything you need to know about this market, news, technical analysis. Jumping right into the market today in crypto. Double-digit red day. Market cap, overall market cap of cryptocurrency, $242 billion. Bitcoin at 84.98. So the market's getting hit. We talked about the bearish idea yesterday, and it's playing out. Saw a lot of people talking about the break to the downside of this pattern we had yesterday since the last video. And you zoom into the 15-minute chart, and this is clearly a diamond top. There's a 70% chance that this breaks lower. Now it hit the target, and then obviously just kind of continued, continued falling, avalanche, right? You couldn't really see this on higher time frames. Now, clearly, if you look, you see the direction of the breakout, 69% chance of a break to the downside. So a diamond top is a reversal pattern, kind of like a head and shoulders. And again, I posted this in my trading group, and I've talked to you guys about this rising wedge that Bitcoin was in. At this point, the trend line needed to hold, and the measured move, 84.80, if it doesn't hold, and boom, it didn't hold. This is a Bitcoin 2-hour chart. Rising wedges, 68% chance of a break lower, and it did. It confirmed the breakout and ran right through support. Now we're down here about 8,300. There's support levels down there as well. You got oversold RSI. Okay, we're way down here at 17. Last time we were down here at 17 was in this area where we did get an oversold bounce and a V-shaped recovery. So there's a bigger pattern at play here, which we talked about yesterday as far as the bearish idea goes. This is a 12-hour chart, so until this candle closes, which doesn't happen for 8 hours, potentially I'd even want to go zoom out to the daily. And this is the idea we've talked about, this head and shoulders, which is pretty decent sized pattern. The measured move down here is 6,500. This is not Chris picked a number and made it up. This is, hey, the distance of the head to the neckline is here. So 6,500 measured move. You got a possible bearish MACD cross. There's a bunch of bearish ideas going on right now. Everything changed. You look, this rising wedge right here, which you could see clearly on the 2-hour time frame. We ran up and we retested. We talk about these retests a lot. We retested this overhead pattern that we broke to the downside. So here you got a bullish pattern. Bitcoin broke lower. At that point, alert, alarms have to go off in your head like, hey, things are different. Then came up and retested the bearish pattern, gives validity to this idea. Now there's this another possible, this head and shoulders, which could be confirmed later today, just depending on where this candle closes, right? It's not going to be good. We get a candle close below here, you know, these altcoins, alt USDT pairs, they're going to follow Bitcoin. You know, there's some potential downside. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date on this. I had to get this video out to you guys because it was just like bam, 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 everything happening. Like I was up, we had Discord last night for the trading group, and everything's just been just boom, 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 downside. So trying to keep everybody as up to date as possible. But again, the bulls need to hold this level right here. So let's see if they can do so. There's also a CME futures gap. So one thing about trading on the weekends is right now, all this downside, all this downside right here, there's going to be a big, huge gap, futures gap boys. So then you have to think, well, maybe we get a short-term run up back up to here, fill the gap, and then what, right? So that's a variable to consider. We'll have a gap above us, gap to the upside. Those gaps get filled now. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading this market and you want to be able to make profitable trades, you can watch these videos and you'll be able to do so. Number one reason why people join the group is I post profitable trading setups on a daily basis, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. If you pay with crypto for 6 months, you get a 20% discount. If you pay with crypto for the year, you get a 30% discount and an additional month for free. If you do want to pay with the card month to month, you can do so. There's a Patreon link in the description. I want to talk to you about these coins. A lot of people have been very successful in the trading group. These are on Binance. These are the bear tokens. You can see EOS bear up 38%, right? You're 3x short tokens. So EOS goes down 10%, you make 30%. Imagine being able to trade this market both ways. Imagine while this entire market's getting hit hard, you're making a ton of money. That is where the game changes. Do you think institutions care if this market drops? No, because they just short it, right? So this is like the beginner baby step version of trading with leverage, right? There's no liquidation price, and it's a good way to kind of be able to profit off this market when there's a bunch of red. So XRP, bear, Bitcoin has a bear token, EOS and Ethereum have bear tokens, right? So this is a key tool when you're trying to be a profitable trader in this market. You have to be able to trade both ways. And so we do this. Now, shout out to Crypto Don Juan. He's got a 45x short opened. And then this was prior. He's up potentially $1,500 or more at this point. Now, this is a total altcoin market cap chart. Now, it was down 10 billion. It's probably down about 12 or 13 billion dollars. That means the altcoins have gotten wrecked based on this chart. Now, previously we had an oversold bounce, and this is what happened. Here we are approaching oversold, so we could get a short-term bounce here. If not, we can expect a move down to 75 billion, which would give us another, these altcoins will get hit hard. Okay, so we just have to continue in this. We have to assume we continue in this pattern until we don't. So watch your altcoins. Yesterday, I posted limit your altcoin exposure. So a lot of people aren't taking these losses right now when the Bitcoin breakdown started. So this is an important idea. Like making money in this market, yeah, you want to be in profitable trades, but you also want to avoid the downside. If you guys haven't signed up for a VPN yet, you want to use Binance, Bybit, BitMEX, any of those. I'm super paranoid when I'm working with my crypto and I want to stay protected. I use PureVPN virtual private network. There's a link in the description that supports the channel. You can get 85% off if you use the link. Energi has a bunch of news I want to cover with you. So Energi announced Energi Gen 3. They're going to be launching on March the 10th at 12 p.m. UTC. Fasten your seatbelts, the tweet stated. So moving from Generation 2 to Generation 3 means everyone holding Energi must migrate their coins. You will need to stop moving your Energi, including exchange deposits or withdrawals, before the migration date, and to ensure you're prepared for a seamless transition. Remember, just to give you a brief background on this, Generation 1 launched Proof of Work coin. This is a fork of Dash. Then Generation 2, they transitions to Proof of Stake. Now, Generation 3, they're going to have smart contract platform, which is going to be huge. Obviously, Ethereum, the value of smart contracts is pretty obvious. So this is going to include all of Ethereum smart contract capabilities, incorporate Energy's strong masternode structure. Also going to be self-funding as far as their treasury goes, which is huge. They have a lot of the ability to market their coin, which is important. There's decentralized governance models in play here, which is the future of crypto, I think. They have existing decentralized applications that are going to be able to migrate easily over to Energi ecosystem. And they're going to start an incubator program. They want to basically focus on advancing early blockchain projects. They're going to develop the Energi platform through this idea. Now, they made some changes to the Energi masternode structure. Now you only need 1,000 Energi to run a masternode instead of 10,000. So Generation 3, there's a lot of big changes coming. So Generation 3, you're going to have more decentralized. It's going to be more decentralized than ever. So it's going to ultimately help them increase the security and stability of the entire ecosystem. So if you look here, you can, even if you don't have 1,000 Energi, right? The Generation 3, you're going to have only 1,000, right? So if you have less than that, you can still stake Energi, and you should see an annual adjusted reward of about 10%. If you run a masternode, you're going to see about 29% after the adjustments. So again, there's definitely a benefit as far as running these masternodes. But now if we look at Energy's chart, BTC pair apparently didn't get the memo. as far as Bitcoin dropping, the market getting hit, it's still staying stable right here. So, you know, good sign of a strong coin. Energy's got a lot of good things going. Back to Bitcoin. This is going to save us. This scenario is going to save us here. When I say save us, I really mean long term, right? So yeah, Bitcoin's retracing. If you come here and you pull a fib on this pullback, we're basically at the 0.5 fib level. Dow theory says for every move higher, you're going to get a 50% pullback. The 618 is at 8,000 and the 786 is at 7,400. Okay, so these aren't, you know, this golden pocket right here between 8,000 and 8,400. Maybe we run down to 7,700 and I'll show you why. But the idea here, and I want to take you back to 2015, what happened. So you've got this golden cross that happened recently on essentially the 15th of last month. You could see a death cross, and all the news is going to cover it, and everybody's going to be worried, well, this death cross is coming, it's over with, we're going to zero, Bitcoin's dying, Bitcoin, it's over with, you know, everybody's freaking out. Remember, we got the halving coming up, don't forget that. Also, even if we do get a death cross, I want to show you what happened in 2015. You got a golden cross. Well, Bitcoin sold off. Bitcoin completely dumped, ran from $300 down to $182, right? Lost 50% almost. Then, huge bounce to the upside, even after a death cross. Then it golden crossed again when the price is at about 246. We ran from 246 to $20,000 after this golden cross, okay? So this is the scenario that would potentially save us and could happen if we get this type of a retrace. Everything really hinges on this head and shoulders. Is it going to play out, or are we going to get a bounce here? Like, it would be great to see the bulls show up and get a bounce here. It would totally, you have to know that the market makers, the whales, the institutions in this market, they want to keep us guessing. They trade against us. They say, oh, hey, look at retail. They're drawing this cute little head and shoulders pattern. They think it's going to do this, and we're going to completely bait and switch them. We're going to completely catch them going both directions, you know. And so you have to expect the unexpected in this market. And so I just want to get this quick video out to you guys so that you know there's a lot of things that have to happen, you know, before we hit that $6,500 target. I've seen other YouTubers posting videos on it, and it's important to understand that. We've got this big, huge triangle on the 3-day chart, which we've talked about this. Now, the idea is when we hit, we ran from 20,000, the top of this triangle, back down to 3,150, really about 3,500. We bounced, we ran to 14,000. Then we came down to 6,500. Then we ran up to 10,500. And now, if we run down to 7,700, like, this is your aggressive buy signal, right? Get a bounce there. The halving kicks in. You get this pre-halving run up. The game changes. Don't get distraught about the short-term price action, right? We know this is the future. Cryptocurrency, without question, is the future of money. There's so much. I just can't even stress to you guys like how amazing this technology is, and how it's going to change the world on a global scale, and people don't even know about it yet. So don't get, yeah, we're going to have downside. We're going to. It's part of it. You know, we've retraced 50%, which is completely normal. Expect that. Look at all these other retraces, 20,000 to 3,150, 14,000 to 6,000. We retrace. Bitcoin does that. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure and subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.